Welcome. Now boarding. Please take your seats and prepare for takeoff. Before you do, please like and subscribe. Enjoy your flight.
I keep forgetting to change that shit. I'm not no damn simmer anymore. We're all about aviation again. I keep forgetting to change the shit. I keep forgetting. My bad. My bad. All right, so we're where the hell are we? We're in Helsinki, Finland, and I think this livery is pretty cool. This blue one, or the SAS group. I don't think they fly anymore, but we're gonna fly it today because they used to fly this airplane. I don't know where they flew it. I know it was flown in the Nordics, which is where we're going to fly it today. This is the RJ85. So, a little different than the 70 and 100 on the outside, I think. Or maybe the amount of seats, but whatever. Let's get inside this airplane and get going. Before we take off, hit like, hit subscribe. And, yeah, man, let's get this thing going. Bring in our flight plan. There's our flight plan there. And aircrafts. Import. Let's set this for kilograms, which is good. So let's connect ground power. Start refueling. Once the refueling is done, we'll go ahead and get our passengers loaded. All right, circuit breakers we can't interact with. Radar off. And turn to 15. I guess I can use the tablet. Let me get the tablet. Let's get the tablet. Let's get our flight plan pulled into the tablet so we can use this just a little bit. See, and put this in. All right, very good. Let's go to checklists. All right, landing gear is down. Weather radar is off. We just put it on 15. Transponder is standby. This checklist here is the standard one in 2020 as well. Okay, so that's on standby. Air brake is in. Flaps are up. Nav lights we don't have to worry about right now. Oh, well, I guess we will. So let's put on the nav lights. Turn on the batteries and the ground power. You bring my rudders in. My little legs can't reach that far. My little legs can't reach that far. All right, left toe brake in. Park and brake. All right, yellow is still good. All right, very good. That's good. Master switch is on. That's up top here. All dampener, autopilot, master avionics, ground ignition. Don't need to worry about that just yet. It's on both. Anti-skid on. Bus ties are on auto. Standby inverter armed. Standby generator armed. I think they're armed. Yep. Our generators 1 and 4 are off. Galley and shed light on. We'll deal with the APU momentarily. Let's get our flight plan inputted into the system here. That looks okay. Okay. All right. Over here. Okay. All right, kilograms. FMC. All right, route. Nav is out of date. All right, menu. FMC. Index. Flight plans. Flight plan. Guess we have to type this in. Go ahead and bring up briefing panel. All right, EFHK. ESPA. Flight number BLF 15. Okay. Departure. Runway 33. The NEPIC. Alright, NEPIT. 4P, 3P should be the same thing. Done. After NEPIC, we have Y361. Oh, I can put it down here. Alright, Y361 to NISVI. And we have SAFIC SAFK and ESUK. SOPI SOPLI M607. The next flight I'm going to do is probably going to be the F-28. So, and interesting. I think I have an interesting route planned with that. Hopefully that'll be not tomorrow night, probably Friday. Tomorrow I got to pick my son up from work, and I won't get home until 8:45, 9 o'clock. I don't know. We'll see. If we get home in time, maybe I'll stream tomorrow. Oh, what am I looking for? God, ILSY 14. A route. Let's activate all that. Execute. Okay. Performance initialization. Cruising altitude today is going to be 30,000 feet. Execute. Have cruise wind of 310 by 23. Execute. ISA deviation -9. Oh, ISA deviation is 7. And that's pretty close to that. Okay. And our transition altitude. Let's see here. Archer. Apps. Right, 5,000 feet. Okay, that's all good. Let's get our people put in. Our boarding speed. Do we have a gateway? We'll just do a bus. Do stairs. Alright, start boarding. Oh yeah, that music is loud as shit. Let me turn that music down a bit. It's music from the cabin. Okay. Alright, let's get the APU turned on. Which is next. APU generator on. Fire rail. Fire, that's all in. I'm not worried about ground testing fire. Alright, we're connected. That's good. Generator, okay. Alright, press to cancel. U. Alright, left inner pump on. We already turned that on, I think. Nope, now it's on. APU air off. Turn the APU on. Generator, okay, start the APU. I wonder where this light comes from here. Might come from here, maybe. Yeah, panel flood, there we go. Instrument lights. That's all good. Let me contact Sayintentions to get our clearance. Alright, Sayintentions. It is 135.05. Now let me make sure I can switch frequencies. Alright, very good, I can. Alright, so 135.05. Oh, there we go.
Helsinki Vantaa Airport, information Quebec.
Quebec.
0050 Zulu. Wind calm. Cav OK. Temperature 0. Dew point -1. QNH 1018. Density altitude -1700 feet.
Where is...
Transition level 55. Arriving runway 22 right. Departing runway 22 left. Advise
ground,
on initial contact
CTAF.
you have information.
We'll try
Quebec.
center.
Helsinki Vantaa Airport, information Quebec. 0050 Zulu. Wind calm.
Helsinki clearance. Bluefin 219 requesting IFR clearance. To Lulae, we have information Quebec. Good morning.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
Boarding is complete. Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check.
All right, let's plug in our info. So we have, what is it asking for here? Gross weight is 41.3. Full plan is, it won't show there. Let me get briefing panel open. All right, 7.3. Trip and taxi 0.7. Fuel is 8.1 right on board. Just put in, yeah, we'll put in 7. And our reserves are 3. Execute. Performance. That's good. Position is set. We get our clearance. Helsinki Control, Bluefin 219. Did you get our clearance for the IFR request?
Give me 1 second for that clearance. Bluefin 219. Information Quebec is current. Cleared to Calax via the Nepifort Papa departure runway 33. Initial climb to 4,000. Departure on 119.1 squawk 3652.
Cleared to Calax by the Net 4 Papa departure on runway 33. Initial climb to 4,000. Departure on 119.1 squawk 3652. Bluefin 219. All right, let me put the ground in. 118.115. All right, that's in. That away. Two.
Captain Gregory, boarding has started and the first passengers are aboard the plane. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome aboard Blue One Flight 219, departing from the lovely Helsinki and heading to the charming city of Lulae. My name is Astrid Hansen, and I'm delighted to be your lead flight attendant today. Joining me are my wonderful colleagues, Ingrid, Lars, and Sigrid. We're all here to ensure you have a pleasant journey, so if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask.
Oh, here they are.
Please take your seats according to your boarding passes, and kindly stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. We appreciate your cooperation and wish you a comfortable flight. Thank you for choosing Blue One, and enjoy the journey.
Alright, APU power is good. Turn on APU air. Landing gear, we got 3 green. We already tested that. IRS is aligned, or aligning now. Master switch is on, that's good. That's fine. Our cabin emergency lights. Ground pressure light out. Alright, very good. Oh yeah, DC pump, switch on APU air. Packs on. Cabin air, recirculate. And we have, that's good. Alright, let's go ahead and DC pump, put that on, and AC pump on auto and see if anything switches. Do. There, that all works. That's all done. All right, force start, brakes, hydraulics, all off, fuel panel, pressure, and set. Pressurization is automatic. I think. Oh yeah, it's on auto mode. Okay. That's good. Ice detect. Turn that on. Lights and notices all set. Air conditioning is good. Gas and seatbelt signs. Fuel is good. Altimeters, let's set those. Currently 1018 where we're at. That's good. Speed bugs, set those. At VR 2. Let's make sure we're aligned properly. Okay, very good. We're all good to go there. Doors and equipment. Let's close the cabin door. Get ready to back up and get out of here. Lock the door. Alright, door is locked. That's all good. Alright, engine start. We can actually, let's remove the ground equipment. And turn this off. Let's put on our beacon light, non-smoking light, logo light. Get clearance from the ground. Helsinki ground, Bluefin 219 requesting pushback and engine start clearance, please.
Bluefin 219, pushback and engine start approved, face northwest.
Alright, let's grab our handy dandy Gene here and let's connect. right, let me release the parking brake.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome aboard Blue One Flight 219, departing from the beautiful city of Helsinki and heading to the charming Lulae. My name is Astrid Hansen, and I'm delighted to be your lead flight attendant today. Joining me are my wonderful colleagues, Ingrid, Lars, and Sigrid. We're all here to ensure you have a pleasant journey, so if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. Our captain today is Gregory, and assisting him is First Officer Long Duck Dong. We're expecting a smooth flight with an estimated travel time of 1 hour and 9 minutes, cruising at an altitude of 30,000 feet, which is about 9,144 meters. Now, let's go through our safety briefing. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust it by pulling the strap. To release, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We recommend keeping your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. In the unlikely event of a cabin pressure change, oxygen masks will automatically drop from the panel above you. Pull the mask towards you, place it over your nose and mouth, and secure it with the elastic band. Breathe normally. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. Your life vest is located under your seat. In case of a water landing, remove the vest from its container and pull it over your head. Fasten the straps around your waist and pull to tighten. Inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tabs or blowing into the tubes. Do not inflate your vest until you are outside the aircraft. This aircraft, the Avro RJ-85, is equipped with 4 emergency exits, 2 at the front and 2 at the rear of the cabin. Each exit is marked with an illuminated sign. Please take a moment to locate the nearest exit, keeping in mind it may be behind you. Thank you for your attention, and we wish you a pleasant flight with Blue One. Now, I'll just inform Captain Gregory that the cabin is ready for departure.
Oh, APU air's got to be off too. Good. See if we can hear the engines at all. A little bit. Shit, how do I get out of test mode? Oh, shit. I guess it does it automatically. All right. to about 10% on N2, then you can insert fuel. There we go. Now I'm trying something that I haven't done before. I'm using all 4 thruster levers at the same time. They're all going to be individual. So we'll see how it goes. I think it'll be okay. All right, flight director on. It's on. It's on. Saying nav off. Let's take a look at that in a moment. Let me get the other engine turned on. There we go. Now it's finally working right. I knew there was IRS switches in this airplane. I just completely forgot that they were there. I thought they were back here, like back behind the thrusters. All right, so now that these are going to be turned on, we're just about ready to go. Plug in 30,000 feet for our altitude. Well, we'll plug in like 8,000 for now. 139 is good. Brakes look good. All right, very good. Finish this up here. So we get this off, that off. Anti-ice we can turn off for now. Put on generators 1 and 2. Oh, it's 0 degrees here, so you know, generators on, brake fans, auto. Hydraulics on, AC pump, auto, on, AC pump on, heaters, let's turn all those on. Animal bay heat, oh, I've never seen that before, pretty cool. All right. Engine air, APU air, turn that on. Let's turn back on the packs in the cabin. That's all good. Chocks are good. Transponder is good. All right, before takeoff, brakes are fine. Let's set our flaps. 18. Flight instruments, let's check those. Forward. Just fine. Free and clear. That's good. Trim, we need to click on CG right here. Tell them to take their, oh, we'll tell them to take their seat. Take off. All right, let's try the configuration check. I think we need to take park and brake off, but let's try it with it on. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, let's take park and brake off. 2 brakes. Brake back on. Nav's good. Briefing. Speed's 1. We already did all that. Go to. Alright, we have toga. Alright, let's turn on continuous. Oh shit. Alright, continuous A and B. Alright, cabin secure.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
Weather radar's on. landing lights, taxi lights, armed flight deck emergency lights.
Cabin is secured.
Wing lights on. Okay, so all that is good. Controls, that's fine. Alright, let's go taxi. Helsinki ground, Bluefin 219 requesting taxi clearance to runway 33.
Bluefin 219, taxi to runway 33 via Alpha Delta Zulu, cross runway 15, then Zulu Alpha.
Got to turn the spoilers on in the beginning. Okay, very good. Get this up here. Exit to runway 33 via Alpha Delta Zulu, cross runway 15, then Zulu Alpha, Bluefin 219. Alright, let's get a chart up here so we can see where we're going. Alright, departure. Taxi. Airport. Nope. Where's the airport at? Not Bree. So we are... See, I don't get that. Cross runway 15. We're right here. So why are they having us crossing runway 15? That doesn't make sense. We're just gonna go straight. That's where we're at. We're like right here. It's got to go down. No sense. Makes no sense, Sayintentions. All right, park and brake off. Oh, brake fans and then, okay. All right, set view. All right, let's use engines 2 and 3. Push us. We'll leave engines 1 and 4 alone. Unless we need those engines to push. I was hoping we wouldn't, but maybe we do. And we'll just use all 4 engines, I guess. We'll just put them on low. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. This is your Captain Greg. Welcome to you from the cockpit of this beautiful RJ Professional 85 Bluefin Flight 219, full service to Helsinki to Lulae. Once we get to our cruising altitude of 30,000 feet, the flight attendants will be around to do some snacks and drinks and pass out some magazines where you can buy some Bluefin gear if you would like. Sitting next to me today is our First Officer Long Duck Dong, very famous actor from the 80s movie 16 Candles. We'll do our best to get you to your destination as quickly and safely as possible. Thanks again for flying Bluefin, and talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you, Captain Greg. We'll make sure to take good care of our passengers and keep them entertained. Looking forward to a smooth flight with you and First Officer Long Duck Dong.
Me too. My hand's not really big enough to do 4 levers at a time. We'll see how it goes. I thought about just cheating and having 1 lever, but I'm like, nah. And I bought this throttle system just so I could have like 4 levers. I think that's really cool to be able to to manipulate 4 of them at the same time. thought they would put our plane on here. Oh, there's our plane. Okay. Then our departure is chart 10-3 Echo. Get the tower tuned in. Archer 119.1. Okay. Brakes on. All right, very good. So that's already programmed. Cabin crew, take your seats for departure.
Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
Above. That's okay. That looks okay. Alright, I think we're good. Put on LNAV. Helsinki Tower, Bluefin 219, holding short runway 33, ready for departure.
Bluefin 19, Helsinki Tower, runway 22 left, winds calm, cleared for takeoff.
Miles. Okay. Landing lights on. Strobes. And I could have sworn. Let me give it some. I think I need to put. I think I leave the packs on. And then once I get up in the air, you put the landing gear up, then I got to put engine air on, I believe. Yeah, engine air on, APU air off. Make sure packs are on. Trim's good. That's all good. Auto throttle. I think I leave packs on during takeoff. So the packs stay on the whole time. Landing gear, flaps, thrust, engine air, APU air off. And then during climb, we turn PTU off and the Okay. Very good. N-3E. So here. You're going to Epic. Okay, let's go. Auto throttle armed.
Check thrust. Thrust set.
Toga power set.
Airspeed alive. Knots. Go. Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up selected.
Bluefin 19 Helsinki Tower. Contact departure on 119.1.
Contact departure on 119.1, Bluefin 219. Helsinki departure, Bluefin 219, currently climbing through 2,000 feet for flight level 300.
Bluefin 19, Helsinki radar. Identified. Clear direct Red Bull. Bluefin 219, climb flight level 200.
Climb flight level 200, Bluefin 219. Alright, flaps up. Alright, standard pressure. Alright, we just have to dial it back, I guess. Alright, PTU off, and EPU stopped.
Bluefin 219, climb flight level 230.
Climb flight level Bluefin 219. Can I use my... I can use my hat switches for this. Very good. Not every plane allows me to do that. Move the altitude with the hat switch.
Lead flight attendant speaking. We've just climbed to a safe altitude, and you are now free to use your electronic devices. Our onboard Wi-Fi service is available, so feel free to connect and enjoy. We'll be cruising at an altitude of 30,000 feet, and our flight to Lulae is expected to take about 1 hour and 9 minutes. Sit back, relax, and let us know if you need anything. Thank you for flying with Blue One.
Bluefin Astrid, not Blue One. I wrote BLUE-FINN. How does that look like Blue One?
Bluefin 219. Climb and maintain flight level 290.
Climb and maintain flight level 290, Bluefin 219. Such a cool looking plane, the RJ. The RJ and the A146. So cool, man. I love these planes. What's that hanging on the bottom? Got whiskers. Got a little whisker and little antenna whiskers.
Bluefin 219. Contact Helsinki Control on 127.425.
Contact Helsinki Control on 127.425. Bluefin 219. Helsinki Control. Good morning, Bluefin 219. Currently climbing through 17,000 feet for flight level 300.
Bluefin 19, Helsinki Control identified. Good morning. Bluefin 219, climb and maintain flight level 300.
0.62 is a good speed we should be looking for here. 250 knots to 0.62. Climb max when rate of climb falls below 1,000 feet minimum at long range. Well, we're not doing long range. You know, I haven't looked at the chat all night. Let me see if anybody's... Hey, what up, Mike? What a surprise, nobody's watching. That's my own fault, nobody watching. I just don't make content like I used to anymore. I don't make enough anymore. I used to stream like almost every day. But I'm trying to get back into it. I'm trying to find that work-life balance and stream as well. I make good content, ain't no problem with that. But my name changing as many times as I did, that hurt my channel. It's like restarting the algorithm all over again for YouTube. That's completely my fault. I should have just left it alone. Channel was on a good roll, but it'll get there again. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't really care, to be honest. Like, I shouldn't say I don't care. I care a little bit. Like, I would like to see my channel do well. I would like to eventually not have to work so hard and, you know, try to make a living off, you know, what I do here. I think my commentary is pretty good. I'm really good at, you know, operating the equipment. Flying skills are pretty decent. I would watch me. I think I'm fun to watch. I don't know if I could watch a whole stream. And I'm not asking people to watch a whole stream, but you know, 5-10 minutes here. You know, 20 minutes. Put it on in the background while you're working. Alright, the Mach number is still good. We're still below 0.62. And we can put this away for now. Let me start the charts for landing. We have 10-2. ILSY. And map still really doesn't work. That's a shame. Target altitude is 2100. Okay, sync and sync. We're going to leave it at 0.6 for the climb speed. That works there. All right, my friends, I'm gonna turn chat on for for Sayintentions, and I'm gonna turn my face off and my mic off for a little bit. I will see you on the top of descent. See ya. Oh, I didn't look into the camera. My bad. See ya.
reached our cruising altitude and we're delighted to start our snack and drink service. Today, we're offering a delightful selection, including our famous smoked salmon sandwich and a refreshing lingonberry juice. After the service, we'll be coming around with our Blue One shop articles. where you can find some charming souvenirs and travel essentials. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
everybody out in the Ethernet. We're going to be descending here pretty damn soon. Let me take over the comms from Chad. Alright, that's done. Should be descending us pretty damn soon. Set both sides. Same thing. Contact Helsinki Control on 126.3, Bluefin 219. I could barely hear him. Let me turn that up a little bit. I adjusted the sound of some of the things in OBS and a lot louder now. Helsinki Control, Bluefin 219, currently cruising with level 300, ready to start our descent for the ILS 14 approach into Lulae. We're going to start descending now to flight level 060, Bluefin 219.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Astrid, your lead flight attendant. We've begun our descent into Lulae, so please return to your seats, stow your tables, and fasten your seatbelts. The use of lavatories is now restricted. We appreciate your cooperation as we prepare for landing. Thank you for flying with Blue One.
EA 920. All right, very good. TU needs to come back on.
219, descend altitude 3000, QNH 1015.
Send flight level 3000, QNH 1015, Bluefin 219.
Bluefin 219, contact Sweden control on 124.43.
Contact Sweden control on 124.43 to Bluefin 219. Sweden control, good morning, Bluefin 219. Currently descending through 23,000 feet for altitude of 3,000.
Bluefin 19, Sweden control identified. Good morgen.
It's a good airplane. I bought the Just Flight Piper Warrior 2 for, I think it's a Warrior 2, Piper from Just Flight. Not the Turbo Arrow 3 or 4, but the Papa 28 Alpha, that airplane. Bought it for X-Plane. And it is no similarity, in my opinion, to Microsoft. I think the Microsoft version way better with that plane compared to X-Plane. It looks a lot better, I think, than Microsoft. I'll have to do a side-by-side. Maybe my eyes were just fuzzy last night. I don't know. It just didn't look as good to me as they do in Microsoft. Like the tablet wasn't looking right. Cockpit and
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has switched on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
Oh, that announcement's from the actual airplane itself, not from Sayintentions. Oh shit. Spinning too fast. I was spinning too fast. I would have loved to fly one of these planes in real life. That would be so dope. To get to about 250 knots. By the time we get to about 10,000 feet. Alright, let's bring it back to 250. Very good. We've still got some time until we get to our next waypoint. Change the lighting outside. Touchdown speed, normally 7 knots.
Bluefin 19, Sweden Control. Contact Calyx approach on 125.45.
It's interesting. Guten Tag, Sweden Control. Bluefin 219, copy that. Contact Calyx approach on 125.45. Guten Tag, Calyx approach. Bluefin 219 currently at flight level 100. Coming in for ILS approach to runway 14, Lulae.
Bluefin 19, Calyx approach, identified. Squad estimated. Expect the ILS Yankee, runway 14 approach to Calyx.
Begin our descent again here in a moment. Down to 3,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we make our final approach into Lulae, we kindly ask you to turn off all electronic devices and stow them away until we've arrived at the gate. Please ensure your tray tables are put away, your seats are in their full upright position, and your seatbelts are securely fastened. Upon arrival, our Blue One staff will provide you with information regarding your connecting flights. Thank you for your cooperation and for flying with Blue One. Cabin crew, please check that everyone is seated and has fastened their seatbelts. Captain Gregory, cabin's ready.
Let's start descending to 3,000 feet. We have a lot of miles to get there. What's the pressure here right now? N13. What left is there to do? So seatbelt signs are fine. EPU around 5,000 feet. Seatbelt signs are on. That's good. Fuel panel, shut cross feed, and common feed's already shut. That's fine. Already did the radio altitude. So we're just turning on the APU, warning the cabin. Alright, and then when we're landing, when we're real close to landing, we got to turn the APU air back on and turn the engine air back off.
Bluefin 19, Alex approach. Cross the A920 at altitude 2000.
Copy that. Collapse approach. Cross Papa Alpha 9020 at altitude 2000. Shouldn't be a problem. We got a little bit of time to get there. All right, let's plug in the correct barometric pressure. That was a big change right there. Just 1/10 of a point. We're good. Only thing we're going to have to change more than likely, I don't think we need to change this. Sometimes I think we need to change this as well. But I think we're okay. That's for second course, it says. So you can look, our DOR is already starting to show up our ILS approach. Oh, we got a max of 210 knots as well coming up. Oh, we got some time actually. Oh yeah, APU back on. Cabin.
Cabin 226 for land.
Cabin is secured for arrival.
Very good. I'm going to give Frank the controls again. Not Frank. Chad, our co-pilot. That way I can just concentrate on flying. The co-pilot's got the comms. Heading mode selected. It's kind of bumpy out here, man. Look at this plane getting tossed around. It's going to be kind of scary for landing. I think we'll be okay, though. Gonna put it at 200 for now. The max at 210. It doesn't mean we have to be at 210.
Heading 335 vectors for the ILS runway 14 approach.
Left heading 335 for the ILS runway 14 approach. Blue fin 19.
Speed checked. Flaps 18.
Not yet, bitch. Flaps 18. It says 185 here.
Bluefin 219, 5 miles from EA 920. Turn right, heading 065 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 14 approach.
5 miles from EA 920, right heading 065 until established on the localizer. Cleared for ILS runway 14 approach. Blue fin 19.
Speed checked. Gear down. Speed checked. Flaps 24.
No. I mean, we should be at...
Bluefin 219, contact Helix Tower on 128.2.
Switching to Calyx Tower on 128.2. Bluefin 19. Calyx Tower, Bluefin 19, afternoon. We're established on the ILS approach for runway 14.
Bluefin 19, Calyx Tower, roger. Continue approach.
Localizer alive.
All right, very good. Never landed at this airport before. See how it goes. I see it. It's right up there. APU air on, engine air off.
Bluefin 19, Calyx Tower, winds 290 at 12. Runway 14, cleared to land.
Runway 14, cleared to land. Bluefin 19.
Throttle's full.
Glide slope captured.
I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of windy, man. It's making me nervous. Maybe we'll just let the autopilot land it today.
Andy.
All right, my control.
$1,000. $500.
I like this song a lot. I listen to this song sometimes when I'm not even streaming. This is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, this is the one I'm thinking of. Cool song to fly to, I think.
Glide slope.
100.
Air brakes out.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Airspeed alive. 80 knots. Go. Rotate.
I'll take minus 263. It wasn't very pretty. We need to work on center line. That's just going to come with time. But, hey, man, I'll take a minus 263. First time landing this plane on Microsoft 2024 in a very long time. I will take it. I will take it. You do better. You do better.
Ground idle.
Bluefin 219, welcome to Calyx. Taxi to 3 via Alpha 3. Alpha
You do
monitor.
better. You think you can do better? You do better.
Runway 3
Don't
via
talk
Alpha
shit,
3 Alpha.
and
Monitoring
then
this
say you're gonna do better.
Bluefin 19.
Go ahead. First time flying this plane. First time flying this plane in months. You go ahead and land here with the same type of weather. See how you do. Let's see if you get a minus 263 and are on center line. Do it. Don't wait. Go ahead and do it and put it on my Discord channel. If you can beat me, maybe I'll get you a gift card. But you ain't beating me. Not on the first try. That's for sure. I will see you tomorrow on the next episode of the Airplane Show when we continue our Just Flight, what am I trying to say? When we continue flying our Just Flight planes, we're gonna be flying the F-28 tomorrow. So that's about it, my friends. See you on the next episode of the Airplane Show. Hit like and hit subscribe on your way out the door, and I will see you again very soon. See ya.